morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the luxury items that I'm so glad I didn't buy. These are all the things that I have thought about buying within the last couple of years. I'd say since last year, let's say. And I'm so glad I didn't. I really and truly am so unbelievably glad that I didn't, because if I did, I would probably not be using it as much as I would like. And that's the most important thing to me when I spend my money. I need to know that I'm going to get the use out of it, because there is nothing worse than spending a lot of money on something and not actually using it. That money could be going towards something else that I will actually use. And yeah, so jumping into my first item, this might come as a surprise because I've been going on about these shoes for God knows how long, and they are the Hermes Chipper sandals. Oh my gosh. When I say sometimes things happen for a reason, I have genuinely managed to get bags before ever getting these shoes. And now I believe it's because I'm not meant to have them. I'm put off them completely. I don't want them anymore. And there was one point which I was constantly talking about how badly I wanted them, and I'm so glad I didn't get them. I feel like for me, for the way that I dress, they're a little bit too masculine for me, so that's why I don't actually want them anymore. I never ever got the chance to try them on, so maybe if I tried them on I would feel a little bit different. I'm just trying to picture the way that I would dress in the summer. Particularly this summer, I've definitely grown in terms of style and the way that I like to dress, so I think I'll be wearing a lot more dressy, like flowy dresses and things like that, as opposed to things that are going to work with the Chipper sandals. It's one of those things which I look at now and I think it was actually a blessing in disguise that I didn't get those shoes, because I probably wouldn't have worn them as much as I think I would have worn them. And I'm not sure on the sizing, because one minute I'm being told get your normal size, the next minute I'm being told get half a size up. I just gave up completely. Like, I don't even check on the website anymore to see if they come in stock. I just don't care. I don't want to know. We moved on from the Chipper sandals. We need something dainty and more delicate. And yeah, it's definitely a shoe that I look at now and I'm like, it wouldn't fit with who I am now. Actually, I tell a lie. Maybe they would, but I don't think I would get enough wear out of them. And that's the main thing for me. I don't want to get a pair of shoes that I'm barely gonna wear. And also the comfort side of things, because you get quite mixed reviews. Some people say they're very uncomfortable, some people say they are comfortable. So it's like, who do you believe? Okay, this next one, guys, is another shocker. It's another item that I did not stop going on about. The Celine Triumph. If you haven't watched old videos, I'm just gonna tell you in this video right now that this bag I was obsessed with. I was literally obsessed. I wanted it so much. I was like, oh my gosh, but it was one of those bags that I wanted, but I wasn't like in a rush to get a hold of, if that makes sense. I had other things that I wanted to buy and that wasn't a priority, so I was like, meh, so it was always getting pushed to the bottom of my list until it got taken off completely. And now it's off the list. It's not even on the list anymore. And the reason why it's not on the list anymore is because I'm just fed up. I'm fed up of seeing things over and over and over again. Once or twice here and there, you know, scattered around, I don't mind. I love that. Inspiration is great. But when you start to see something constantly, probably didn't help that I was looking at the bag too. So Instagram was obviously sorting out my feed to what I was looking at. In the end, it was like, I don't really want it anymore. Don't really need it. You know, I still think it's a beautiful bag, don't get me wrong. If someone gave it to me, I'd happily take it. I need a break from seeing it, and then once the bag is no longer as popular as it is, then maybe she will rise back up in my wish list. Moving on to some home stuff. This one is a little bit of a, I'm not glad I didn't buy it, but I am glad I didn't buy it, if that makes sense. I still want it eventually in the future, just not now. The Avalon blanket and pillows. We've just recently got a new sofa and we're still in the process of refurbishing the house slowly but surely. Our builder has disappeared on us. Literally, we paid him and he's ignoring our messages now. So not too happy about that. My thinking is the kids are older now, right? I'm gonna have a 10 and 9-year-old soon. I say soon, towards the end of the year, guys. In my head, I'm thinking they're old enough now to know what not to do. You know, little things like going into the living room and eating in the living room. That's a big no-no for me. Like, what are you doing? Get right out. But no. The other day, I literally walked into my living room. I found chocolate smeared on the sofa, breadcrumbs, crumbs, paint Oh my gosh. Thankfully it was face paint, so I managed to get it out. I have black sofas, so whatever stains that I couldn't get out, the black covers it up. But oh my gosh, I lost the plot, okay? It went crazy. And I think if I had anything expensive in my living room with my boys, there's no telling what could happen. I'm talking people flying out the top floor window. Anything is possible if either of them destroyed my pillows or blankets. So I'm gonna wait till the kids are a little bit older, because yeah, no, I can't spend so much money on something and then have it be destroyed. That just is a no-no for me, okay? It's just a no. So we're gonna wait. Well, I'm gonna wait because my husband doesn't care about this stuff. He'll just be like, ugh. So I'm buying little bits and pieces that I can actually keep away from the kids. You can see over there, I've got my, is it Anissa? Kamichi? I've got one over there, and I have another one on my windowsill right over there. And things like that I don't mind buying, because then I can keep them in my makeup room and I don't have to worry or stress about them, because the kids know that this is a no kid zone. Like, they will not come in here. I mean, my younger one always tries to push my buttons, but for the most part they don't really come into here. So I can keep things like that, and I can buy those things because I know I can use them now, but I can also use them when they get older, and then I can start to put them around the house. But until then, they're gonna stay here and look pretty on my shelf and my windowsill and my very cheap radiator that someone kindly pointed out in one of my videos. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. They literally left a comment shaming me about my radiator. After that, I was online looking for a new heater, because I thought, you know what, maybe he's right, I should change it so that it looks more cohesive with what's around. And then I thought, you know what, I don't really care. It's a radiator, it does its job. I don't care if it doesn't look as good as everything else in here. I am the worst when it comes to refurbs, when it comes to any of that nonsense. Can't stand it. I was traumatized because when we moved into here, I had just given birth and I had a 1-year-old on my hip. So when we got that kitchen redone, it was not a fun experience for me. It was very, very, very difficult. And I think I just don't like having people in and out the house, and it's, yeah. But anyways, I digress. Blanket, pillows, glad I didn't get, because I know I'll be getting heart attacks and I'll be crying and I'll be, what's going on? Before we move on to my next item, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Please make sure you don't leave without hitting that subscribe button and turning post notifications so you never ever miss a video. I post up every Wednesday and Saturday, and we focus on fashion and luxury. Let's move on to my next item. The Fendi baguette. Oh, when I say I am so glad I did not buy this bag. I'm so glad I did not buy any Fendi baguette. I bought that furry purple one, the big mistake that I made. Out of all the brands, it's the one brand that I'm not very fond of. If I had to put them in order, I feel like Fendi would be at the bottom for me. And you know what? The one quality which I really do appreciate and love about myself, it wasn't like this always, okay? In the beginning, oh my goodness, I was buying everything that I wanted right away. If I wanted a pair of shoes, I was gonna get that. If I wanted this, I was gonna get it. It's changed as time has gone on, and it's because I'm patient. I'm a lot more patient now, and I really think about my purchases before buying them. It's not like a couple of days thing and I'm thinking, oh, okay, yes, no, yes, no. I mean, if I know something is going to be there, as in like it's not a seasonal piece, which most of the time it's not a seasonal piece. You guys know I tend to shop more classic than I do seasonal pieces. If it's not a seasonal piece, then I am in no rush to buy it. And I think that's what happened with the Celine Triumph, for example. I was never in a rush to buy it because it's a bag that's always going to be there. So I don't necessarily need to get it now, because if I did get it now, I'm just getting it for the sake of getting it, not because I'm going to actually use it as much as I would hope to. But again, it has to be something that I can see myself wearing in the long term as opposed to just in that moment. So yeah, I'm very, very cautious and I'm very careful in the way that I shop in general. Okay, now we're gonna move on to some clothing. And the first item is from Max Mara. Now, Max Mara released another teddy coat. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, please stop with the teddy coats. And not in a bad way, not at all in a bad way. It was in a, I really want this teddy coat now, like I need it in my life. But I've already got 2 teddy coats. And the new teddy coat that they released had come with a hood. And that's what made me go crazy and actually think about buying this coat. Which makes no sense because I've already got 2. I was this close, literally this close. I'm in an R-ring. I remember literally putting the jacket into my cart and thinking, maybe I should, because my first Max Mara coat is really big. At the time that I bought it, they were sold out everywhere. So I managed to get an extra large all the way in Italy. I'm walking around with a blanket wrapped up around me. And then my second one is the shorter version of the teddy coat, which fits me perfectly. It's actually my size. If you've never had a Max Mara coat, or if you've never tried on the teddy coat, genuinely, it is the warmest coat ever, and it's so comfy and it's just perfect for winter, especially in a country like England. Believe me when I say you can't go wrong with a Max Mara coat, and that's why I still have mine. I can't believe I was actually considering getting a third one. Like, that's just ridiculous. 2 is more than enough. I mean, I should only have 1 realistically. Another piece of clothing which, I still get my moments now, I'm not gonna lie, where I'm like, looking. But I'm glad I didn't buy them. The Attico cargo trousers. You guys, when I saw these pants, I was like, I love them, I want them. I did get a dupe from Fashion Nova. They didn't scratch the itch, they really didn't. But they were good enough. And spending almost £1,000 on a pair of jeans. The most I ever spent was on my Loewe ones, and that for me, I was like, that is the most I will ever spend on a pair of jeans ever again, because how much were they? Like 800 and something, 700, just under £800, I don't know. But for a pair of jeans, that is a lot. It's denim, like it's one of the cheapest materials. And here I am spending £800 on a pair of jeans. Honestly, it makes me feel sick when I say that out loud. This is why I'm careful. So with these cargo trousers, I love them, but again, I feel like this is definitely more of seeing them on social media and seeing certain people wear them and look really good in them that's made me want the pants. Moving on to some Chanel, we have the ballet flats. Listen, Linda, this is definitely one that I'm so happy and glad I never ever bought, because when I say I look ridiculous in ballet flats, I'm not joking. I look terrible in ballet flats. I don't own a pair. I don't ever plan on having a pair. If it's one pair of shoes that I would get rid of, it would be ballet flats. I think they're ugly. They're just ugly. I don't care how many Chanel logos you post on that shoe. I'm glad I didn't buy them. My last pair of shoes, I feel like I've got quite a few shoes in here. Prada loafers. Guys. This was me having a moment. There's this girl that I follow on Instagram, and I love her style. I love that she's so different. Let me find her. Her name is Iris Loves Unicorn. Iris Love Unicorn. Anyway, I'll leave her Instagram profile linked in the description box down below. But as you guys can see, like, her style is very, very unique. It's quirky, it's just different, and I love it. I love her. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. That probably helps a lot because, oh my goodness, she just, I swear, she could put a bin bag on and she would look amazing. So I really, really, really love her style and her uniqueness. And then after a while, well, I'd say recently, I thought, what am I doing? I'm being ridiculous. I'm not actually gonna wear those shoes. Or maybe I might wear them for an outfit, but I'll never wear them again. And even the outfit that I have in mind, would I actually wear that? Do you know? I literally had this whole conversation in my head with myself. And yeah, that's literally, she inspired me to be like, oh, maybe a pair of Prada loafers. Because I could picture myself wearing this, and that. And every time that I tried to do something different, I don't feel comfortable. I have this idea in my head on what looks good on me, but then I put it on and I'm like, I don't feel very comfortable. Like, if it's not dressing the way that I like and the way that I tend to dress when I do my hauls and stuff like that, I don't feel comfortable. For example, picking outfits for Paris thing, that was me getting inspiration from her. Literally, and you can see from the outfits that I picked but didn't actually end up wearing that that's the inspiration. Like, she was my inspiration towards the outfits that I picked for Paris. And would I wear that now? No, I wouldn't. I didn't even wear them in Paris, you know? I still wanted to pick things that I was comfortable in. I pushed aside all that I had planned in that video, and I actually wore things that were totally different to what I had shown you guys, because it was me going outside my comfort zone. And yeah, the loafers were definitely something that was going outside my comfort zone, because I was thinking of wearing them in a particular way. I didn't think of the way that I actually dress, and I don't think those loafers in particular, the Prada monolith loafers, I don't feel like they would go with the way that I dress, and they definitely wouldn't fit into my wardrobe. So I'm glad I didn't buy them. I really, really am, because I was this close. Oh my gosh. And you know what? It would have been a 3 o'clock in the morning kind of purchase. But on that note, I'm gonna love and leave you. Thank you so, so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the week. I shall catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye.